It's Wrecking Ball Radio.
Shut up and entertain me.
There's no rules. There's no rules.
Holy it's amazing.
I see her sarcasm and nastiness grow.
This is Davin's Den.
Good evening, everybody. You are listening to Davin's Den. Yes, Davin's Den, the show that is better than a dead droid. You can watch us on DavinComedy.com and on the Davin's Den Facebook page. I am your host, Davin Rosenblatt. I am joined by Joe Curry. Hello, Joe. And Pip Helix. Hello, Pip.
Hi, everybody.
Your background is very colorful tonight.
Well, it's still Pride Month, so I am being my best ally possible.
Really? Yeah, really? You're not an ally to leprechauns, because that's the way to their pot of gold over the rainbow. You're not their ally, and you're Irish, so I don't know about that.
You know what? I did that DNA test. I'm not as Irish as I thought I was.
That's all right. You still have the skin color for it, and the red hair that you're hanging on to. So there you go. You got that.
There you go.
You got that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they took the rainbow.
I don't know why that was chosen, but it's like, yes, they use the rainbow, but everybody can still use the rainbow.
I feel like really the perfect gay, like if you were going to make a flag,
yeah,
it's not really color coordinated, but if you were going to make a gay flag, it would have a bowling shirt with leather assless chaps. That would be on my gay flag if I was going to make a gay flag. Like if I'm Mrs. Alito, who likes to make flags for all sorts of nonsensical reasons because the woman needs a hobby. That if I was Mrs. Alito, that would be my gay flag. That would be it. So I would look like gay Charlie Sheen is what I would look like. That's what my flag would be.
Would you just sew together a bowling shirt and assless chaps, and that's the flag itself?
No, I would put that on the flag. That's not the flag itself. I feel like the assless chaps might compromise the way my flag waves in the wind, and I wouldn't want that.
It might give it an extra little flutter thing going on.
Yeah, you know what? That's assumed. Considering what we're talking about, that I already have an extra little flutter thing going on.
Well, I think that you have to, incorporate the lesbians too and put a little bit of flannel.
Hold on. Excuse me. What do you think the bowling shirt was?
I didn't think it through.
Yeah. No. I was very inclusive. I was a good ally.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I like it. I think that anything that just implies that you are okay with people just living their own lives is good.
I am fine with everybody living their own lives unless they're stupid. If they're stupid, I'm not fine with that.
What would be the anti-stupid flag?
Einstein.
Love it.
There you go. See, I have answers. Joe, are you there? Can you hear us? No, Joe can't hear us.
I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I didn't know if you were having technical issues.
I'm sorry. I've been horsing around with getting up on the Zoom thing.
Okay. Well, I didn't want to. I'm not taking you away from that, but I just want to know if you could hear us. So you can hear us. That's fine.
No, I beg your pardon.
I mean, we were talking all this gay stuff, pushing Pip's gay agenda, and you had nothing to say.
Here's the deal. I was thinking about it. Here's the deal. She's not pushing it on anybody else.
You did not see the shirt that she bought.
But the thing about it is that I saw what she said, but she's not making. She did get 2 shirts for us. You know what I'm saying?
that would have been lovely. I like gifts. That would have been very nice. I mean, the woman bought me dirt soda. I would certainly prefer the T-shirt with that message, although very wordy, if we're being honest, than dirt soda. I mean, Jesus, what's that say about what she thinks about me that she gives me dirt soda?
No, that's not what it means at all. I just thought it was funny.
Yeah,
And
well, but we've established that's not always your strength, dear.
well, what wouldn't be funny is wasting my money giving Joe a shirt that would just turn into kindling for his barbecue.
It would not be kindling for my firewood.
Yeah, no, because the fire would get too high and he'd get kicked out of his complex. They'd be on to him. Oh my God, he's got a high flame hibachi. Out of our complex! Out! You violated the HOA.
Yeah, and let me tell you something. I gotta tell you, it's almost like freaking Congress. I told you the story. We fire the old new board. We have an absolute takeover of the old board.
Wait. So wait a minute. Was this a successful January 6th? Did you guys storm the meeting room?
Wow.
Was the vice president of the HOA hung? Is that what happened?
You could say at the golf course next door, and it got out of hand. They had to cancel a meeting. But then the new board gets in, and now people have.
Well, Joe, Long Island is a very big Republican stronghold. This is what happens when you people do not want to govern. They just want to keep on overthrowing things and never gets done. This is a microcosm of what this government would look like.
All I want is don't raise my fees and fix the cement ribbon by my driveway.
All right. So, well, you can't have both. Yeah, if we raise your fees, we have to fix your cement ribbon. If we don't raise your fees, that's your problem, mister. You can't have both.
They have to figure out where the money goes.
Well, they're telling you where the money goes. Though, if you give us more money, we'll fix your cement ribbon. Right now, we have to use that money to pay for security because you keep on storming the meeting room. See, Pam, I am solving problems. Again, you might not like the answers you're given, but you are given answers.
Yeah,
I don't like the answers, and the answer is that watch the money and fix my cement ribbon.
We can't do both, Joe. That's the way. It can't both be done. You have to make a choice.
Joe.
Who are you? You're not on the board.
I'm just telling you the way shit works. Listen, no, I don't want to be on the board. I don't have money to hire personal security. Thank you, sir.
Joe, what is a cement ribbon? That sounds
like the type of ribbon he gives to you, dear, right before he pushes you in the lake.
The curb, and when the curb dips down a little bit to go across your driveway.
Yeah.
When it goes, that's what it is. Mine is all cracked. It looks like shit. As since I moved in.
You know what we called that growing up? Private property. If you step over that, it's private property, and we're going to sue you for trespassing.
Oh God! And then I'm going to sue you. And what court is going to?
Hey! We were 8 years old. We didn't think it out.
We were playing stickball, and that was third base. Tough.
That's where Pip had 3 fingers in the middle of stickball. It was a very popular game in the neighborhood.
Woo! Stickball. That's a different kind of stickball.
But the things that we would do with I remember I was hanging with my childhood friend a couple of years back. I actually got to give him a call, man. We got to go to lunch. But nonetheless, we were talking about the old, when we were kids. We opened up a casino in his garage.
What were you, the Little Rascals?
Yeah, and we were. And then he got pissed at me because I wanted to do a 2-for-1 because business was slow.
So what happened? Did Trump take over this casino and went bankrupt?
No.
That sounds about right, though.
I love what you've done with the garage. I'm going to knock out a wall. We're going to make it a 2-car garage. We're going to put a slot machine over there. Out of money. That's how it went.
I'm very surprised that you would be okay with an HOA at all.
Because here's why. Because he wanted to live there his whole life. He didn't think it out.
Well, here's the deal, Pip. When I was renovating the house in Huntington, I had a dream. I had a vision. I wanted this. I did everything. The landscape, everything.
Fees at last. I'm going to pay homeowner association fees at last. Joe had a dream.
This is what I want. This is how I want it. This is what I want to set up. This is how I did. I'm here. I'm done. I'm done. I just want to come home. I want to hang out.
I have a dream where every member of the homeowners association can light their hibachi on their own private property and not get in trouble. I have a dream where you don't raise my fees and you fix my driveway cement ribbon. I have a dream, people.
I know. I still don't know where they are with barbecue, and I gotta hide my barbecue grill like Anne Frank when they come around to inspect. But it's like, but you know, all I do, I'm really home. I mean, I leave in the morning. It's what the hell? It's 6:45 between the workshop, rehearsal, whatever. I don't get home till 10 o'clock at night, and then I'm out. And all I want to do is I want to come home. I want to make my dinner. During the summer, I want to sit, drink whiskey, and smoke my vape pen on the patio, and then fall asleep, and then wake up scared shitless because I don't know where I am for a second. I like this stuff.
No, you can't.
And then on Friday night, I got stressed. I fell asleep. Where am I going? Oh, I'm on my patio. Okay. Then I fell asleep again. Where am I going? Oh, I'm on my patio. Oh, yeah.
I did a show a couple months ago for homeowners, so for 55 and over community. And, I talked about HOAs. I go, yeah, I could never live with an HOA because I'm a big boy and I can make my own decisions. They really laughed at that. It's like, I
liked it or didn't?
They did like it because it's true. Because it's true. Listen, you are making a trade-off. Here's what it is. You want somebody to keep everybody else's shit in line. You just don't like it when they keep your shit in line. That's what it is.
You've been having problems with a guy. He approved a new door. He said you can't have the door and all this stuff. Now, like with me, when I had to put a new roof on the house when I moved in. And it's like, well, you have to have a choice of these colors. I don't give a shit. One looks nice. What is? I don't care. You know.
Yeah, I don't need. Listen, I'm a small government type of person. I don't need Big Brother HOA sticking their 2 cents in to decide what my roof is going to look like. It's gonna, it could be a knockdown brawl in my own house to get the roof right. I don't need a third party.
To give an example, let's say I wanted to start living the life here, okay? For example, sometimes I go past the hot tub place, and I go, it's not crazy to have a hot tub.
No.
I don't do it. It's fun. You gotta have respect. You gotta
Oh.
really want one or what. Stuff like that. They have to look at it. They must falls. But I don't just fix my cement ribbon. Let me barbecue. And don't raise the HOA fee. That's all I want.
So you're getting nothing that you want. Okay, good. All right. So this was not your used stink. You actually have a used stink?
Oh, I most certainly
All right,
do.
let me play the bumper. Let me play the. Slow down. What stinks now?
Speaking of my patio, I have my patio is like 8 by 10. It's my little oasis. Now what I have is tiki torches. And
Are you about to go for a march?
You're not allowed to go for a walk with those, Joe, under any circumstances.
Joe,
no matter what your HOA says you can do.
Yeah, did you march on the meeting room and say Jews will not replace us? It's Long Island. Chances are there's Jews on that board.
My tiki torches keep mosquitoes away, not Jews.
Okay.
See, if only they would have said that when they were marching. That whole day could have gone completely differently.
My tiki torches, once again, keep mosquitoes away, not Jews.
You just see like Jews, like 10 of them to make a minion on his patio. He's right. He's very Jew friendly. We're not scared of these tiki torches at all.
So, anyway, when I was over at Vinny FBI's house, he had the tiki torches, and there was stand that you can buy made out of metal for the tiki torches. And I'm like, I gotta go get some. Now they're $25 at Rose, and I'm not spending $75 on these damn things. So I was gonna see if I could order them on Amazon. My friend just gave me a gift card for my birthday, so I like using that. And then on Saturday, I'm in my garage, and I see that I have a piece of 6 by 6 piece of lumber that I got at the fence company a couple of months ago. And I'm looking at it, I go, you know what? If I cut these into 3,
Oh, Joe's girl got to see what married life with you would be like. That's adorable.
I go, the thing that got, I go, I go,
Oh.
and every second I go, I think I know where it is now. I'm at the day from, I think I know where it is. Not there, no. I might have to go out and order another one because I have no fucking clue where I put it. I am so pissed at myself, and I give myself a you stink. I stink. I'm as dumb as they come. I'm a moron.
Now, Devin,
I
control.
haven't said a word. Sometimes a pip, there's nothing to add.
I don't know about calling myself out.
Well, listen, it saves me the time. I appreciate it.
Angry. That's like when I lost my little iPod thing. I lost my little iPod. I was gonna buy another. I couldn't. And all of a sudden, I look at my bag, my purse, looking for something, and I'm like, oh, this is where I put it. Oh shit. So hopefully, I'm praying that I go into my garage to get a roll of paper towel or look down and there's the thing staring at me. You know? Oh, that's where it was. But I ransacked that joint. I can't. I don't know. I think. And I told Joe's girl. I go. I think somebody's fucking with me. I think like some angel or something like that's coming down and grabbing my shit. I think I'm punished. I don't know.
I think you should join. You should form your own one-man band, and it would be like a weird name because it would confuse people. But I would call it Angry and Stupid, and people would be like, "But there's just one of you," and you'd be like, "Yes."
But I was. And the thing about it is when you do something, because when something fucks up, it's always good to have somebody to blame. Oh, this guy doesn't have a trigger. Oh, he's got.
Well, wait a minute. Well, that's why we added Pip. That's why Pip's been part of the show.
It stinks when you're like, oh, I'm the guy. I can't yell at myself enough.
All right.
Oh, I'm stupid. I ruined my whole Sunday. Wow.
I'm sure Joe's girl is thrilled that she took time out of her day to visit you for that.
Well, then we got drunk, but nonetheless.
Then we got drunk.
But if she had thought better of it when she rolled up and heard all that cursing, she might have just rolled backwards and kept going.
And then I'm yelling stuff. You know, I'm yelling stuff that like I hear my nephew yell. And my brother yell when he's pissed, and I go, oh, it's that famous Terry Temper, man, right out of the old playbook. I can't believe it. It's goddamn stupid. Where the hell? And I'm like, Jesus Christ, I watched my brother say this shit. I don't know.
All right. Well, listen, it's.
Oh yeah.
It.
What am I doing? I get another drill. I gotta order the thing, and I gotta pay for the thing, and I gotta wait for the thing.
No.
Well, I'm going to the day program tomorrow. I'll have the drill there.
No, the drill is done. You just order from Amazon your tiki torch holder.
No.
Joe's gonna spend.
What am I going to do with 3 blocks? I got 3 blocks. We're going to do what? We're going to play with them and make a house? No. I'm going to do fucking thing, and I'm going to spray paint them black, and I'm going to put them on my patio, and I'm going to sit there and drink whiskey and laugh at the torches when they're going.
Wow. All right. The sickness is real. Okay.
And we're in this thing. Well, there's no fucking shows in the summer. We're all sitting at home. So, I might as well make the best of it. Look at you, Sparky. You know.
Oh, wow. Yep.
I've had a lot of time to work on the house this summer. That's all I'm going to say. Well, last week, I had just taken some pictures and videos of my family off my phone and put them onto 2 backup drives because I needed to create space. My phone is blowing up. Wow. I got scammers to the left of me, scammers to the right of me, and I'm stuck in the middle with you two.
Hey, I think that could be a song. Joe, work on that.
Yeah.
The first hit single from Angry and Stupid.
Wait a minute.
No, it's just Joe. It's
He's
just Joe.
always
He's
yelling.
both.
Wait a minute.
So I put them on backup drives. We then decided to go out and get some soil. Now here's what you need to know about our garden, which is not the point of the story. We will spend probably 7 times as much on soil, plus labor, plus other nonsense than the amount of produce we will get out of these fakakta plants. It is a futile, stupid endeavor. But my wife enjoys it, so I lift heavy things and I put heavy things down. That is my job in the garden. She likes it. It makes her happy. It keeps her off the streets. This is what we do. Okay. So we decide we're going to go to BJ's, not to get one, but to get some soil, because they have Miracle Grow at a very good price. So, you drive 25 minutes each way to save $2 a bag of soil. That's what you do. That's what we do.
But that's like bagged magic. It's great.
Yes. So we're getting ready to go, and I plugged my phone into my car charger. My phone went dim, like Joe putting together tiki torch holders. Just went dim. So it's like, oh, well, nothing's working here. All right, we're going to reboot the phone. That's what we do. You reboot the phone. Now, my phone is like a 65-year-old man. You can't always rely on it to get up and do the job. It's gonna take a while sometimes. Once in a while, it's ready to go.
65 years old. I'm 3 years away. All right. Whoa.
Okay. I didn't include you or your age, but thanks for volunteering that, stupid. So, wow. Okay, look at Joe inserting his cock in my story.
Wow.
So we're trying to we want to go. I know how to get there, so I don't need Waze. So wife's trying to reboot. It's not coming back. It's not the first time this has happened. Eventually, it comes back. Eventually I hear hello, Moto. So then I know we're back in business. But my motor, it's not working. So then we decide, you know what? The phone needs a rest. That's what you do. The phone has been working too hard. Let's just shut it down, and we'll go about our business. And when we come back...
You get pissed at work. Why don't you just take a break, man? Just go on a break and have a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Calm the fuck down.
Yeah. My phone...
How often at work do you hear, take a walk, Joe?
So my phone needs a break. Okay, we're going to shut it down. We'll do some shopping. When we come back, we'll reboot it. Now, I got to tell you, I habitually reach for my phone. There's nothing I need to see, especially when it's shut down. But I have that now. I've been trained by the phone overlords to constantly touch it. If only I was so fastidious in touching titties as I am with phones, I might have a completely different life. But... Yeah, that's what you need, the tit phone. I used to have a football phone, not nearly as fun. Anyway, so, it's still not rebooting. Now, it says, now I have a lying down robot, a lying down robot, a droid, that says, reboot failed. Go to the Verizon website. All right.
Uh-oh.
Not only can't they just say that instead of showing you a fucking a robot lying down? Really?
Yep.
You gotta make a fucking emoji up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, we still had
an emoji of him bent over.
You just see the little droid with an eggplant rammed up of its ass. One of these days, Pip, remind me. One of these days, I'm gonna have to do a rant about the lottery players, because that's something that annoys me. Remind me, but I don't have time for it tonight. I don't. Maybe we'll do it for the syndicated show. I don't have time tonight. So, all right. So we go home, and the Verizon website does not want to help you. They don't want to help you at all. So nothing works. All right. We're going to fully charge the phone and let it sleep tonight. And then I'm going to take it now. I had to go to my phone guy, oddly enough, the next day. This was Thursday. Friday, I had an appointment to go to my phone guy. I had to pay him some money for an app that he created that I use. And also my dad's phone, his iPhone 6, was finicky charging. So this guy, my phone guy, is the best around. My phone guy is so good that the local T-Mobile and Verizon stores send people to him. That's how good he is.
Wow.
Yeah. So he's the best. So he doesn't have a lot of hours per day, but he's the best. He's kind of not like he's mean like that, but you know how everybody lined up for the soup Nazi in Seinfeld? Not that he's a phone Nazi, but you know he's that good. People line up for it. So you know he's got.
Have your money ready. Put it down.
He's not like that at all. I don't want to give the wrong impression, but so I emailed my dad. I'm like, well, you know what? Don't call me. You can't call me when you get there because I told him how to get there. He's never been there. So I'm there before he even opens up at 12 o'clock. I am there, and I'm waiting for him. And so I go, my phone won't work. And he looks at it, and he goes, well, why do you have this? What? A Motorola. I'm like, I don't know. I like them. He's like, well, there's nothing you can do when they break. You should get an iPhone. All right, well, this is what I have. This is what I have right now. He's like, I don't even know what I'm looking at. Like, oh, good God.
Oh, man.
It's like, he tries a couple of things. He's like, I don't even know what this is.
Let me tell you something. I was on Chrissy's show last week. We were going to take a picture. She had a couple of porn stars. And one of the porn stars started busting my balls. How ancient is that phone? I go, it's an iPhone 6.5. A 6.5. That's so I. And I'm like, you want to know something? I go, I'm not as lucky as you when the residuals from Anal Invasion 5 come in, and I can run out and get a brand fancy phone.
To be fair, Joe, you were asked to participate in that one.
So you just don't suck enough dick.
He sucks plenty of dick. He just sucks the wrong dick.
I think that is actually the answer.
He's like, oh yeah, you should get an iPhone. Here's the thing, I already have Android. You know there are big decisions in people's lives. What are you going to do for a career? Who are you going to marry? These are huge decisions. These can all be changed though if you screw up. There is no bigger decision than Apple or Android. There's no bigger, because once that you are locked in, it is easier to convert from Judaism to Islam than it is to switch from one phone to another. You are locked in. You are not going from Apple to Samsung or Samsung to Apple. I mean, if ever there was a group of separated people, it's not mixed, it's not races anymore, it's not religions anymore, it is Android versus iPhone. He's like, well, if you had an iPhone, you know, we'd have your contacts and your photos and your texts because it all goes into the cloud. I'm like, are you telling me? You're telling me we can't get any of this? He goes, I don't think so. He's like, I can't even boot this up. I'm like, I'm like, for fuck's sake.
How old's your phone?
3 years old. It's not that old.
Okay. All right.
It was old enough to go, enough. That's how old it was, Joe.
No, that's 3 years. That's not old.
No, it's certainly not Grandpa phone. But no, it's not. I have.
As you can see, mine is ancient. Mine is still not.
Listen, out of the phones in this house, I had the newest phone. Their phones still work. Mine, nay. So,
Right.
so he's like, I'm like, well, all right. If I was gonna get another Android, what should I get? He goes, if you have to get another Android, get a Samsung. Now, my wife has had her Samsung for 8 years. She does not want to trade it in. She's had her Samsung. That's a great run. Now, the phone before that, she left in Italy somewhere. But since then, she's had a Samsung for 8 years. That ruined the day we went to Mount Vesuvius, I'll have you know. The only thing erupting that day was my wife. But that's a whole different story. So now I'm like, fuck, my phone's dead. Now my dad comes in. Oh, and my phone guy, he had a family emergency, so he's got his 3 kids in there. You know, his 3 kids are in there, and they're young kids, and they're screaming. So I'm waiting for him to look at my dad's phone, and my dad goes, will these kids shut up? I'm like, really? What are you doing? What are you doing, dude? That's what I'm like. Would you
No,
please?
no, Mr. Rosenberg, Mr. Rosenblatt, no, no.
He's 79 years old. Apparently he's at that age where, fuck it, I could scream at everybody like 70-year-old Davin. Apparently that's where we're at.
Yeah, right. You should have told him, but I'm not, and I got to get the phone fixed. So yelling at, really? I got to get the phone. So you yell not at him, but you yell at his kids?
He's yelling at the kids of the man who is going to try to fix his phone. That's what he's driven an hour to come up here for one of the best in the business to fix his phone, and I'm like, oh God. So then he says, there's another woman ahead of me, one ahead of me because I'm having all these issues. I asked him, I go, do you sell any phones? He's like, yeah, I got some iPhone 13s. Joe, if you actually need a phone, you want to upgrade, I got a really good price for you. I'll tell you off the air if you're serious about upgrading, if you want a new phone at a reasonable price.
I'm good, but thank you. I'm good, man. I got to string this thing out of the
And he's got an iPhone 14 for $75 more. My daughter needs a new phone. She's got an iPhone 10. It's only got like 64 meg on it, which is not enough. She's got all these new apps for school coming up. So I tell my dad, I go, give me your phone. I got to call my wife to see if I should get this, if I should buy my daughter a phone and everything. Yeah. So I call and I can't hear my wife. Why can't I hear my wife? Because they're attached to my dad's hearing aids.
No.
I should ask her if I should get our daughter, your granddaughter. I can't hear over these kids. Never mind the kids. Ask my wife if we should get our daughter or your granddaughter a phone. Why kids won't be quiet?
Somebody get these goddamn kids out of here.
So now he's like taking his hearing aids out. We got to disconnect. I'm like, are you kidding me? This day can't get any worse. It can't get any worse. So my wife says, get the phone. So I get her the 14 because I told her. I said, we told her, what do you want, the 14 or the 15? Which one do you want, and we'll get it for you. And she couldn't make up her mind. Well, I can get this 14 at a really good price. We're making up the mind for you, and it has less glitches because it's an older phone. So we get that for her, and then the phone guy Alfredo plays with the little connecting thing, cleans it out, boom. My dad's phone is ready to go. How much do I owe you? Nothing. For free. He cleans my dad's phone. I'm like, but we're like, well, should he upgrade? And Alfredo's like, if he likes the phone, keep the phone. But here's the thing. So and my dad has an iPhone 6. So later on, we found out from a Verizon store, I'll get there, that apparently they're doing away, like they're no longer going to be supporting the iPhone 6s because they only take 3G, and they're moving everything to 5G, and they'll deal with 4G. So Joe, and that might happen by the end of the year. So you might want to look into that. That was one guy who said
my phone's not going to work.
That's what the Verizon guy said.
Well, it's like if it might not work, it might work, but if it breaks, you're screwed.
No. It won't connect to the towers because they're no longer going to support 3G. And that's what the iPhone 6 gets, 3G.
Yeah.
Well, I got to sit and talk with those guys anyway. So I got to redo my phone. I got to I got to cut some bills.
All right.
So I got to talk to them.
So anyway, so I'm like, all right. So I got my daughter a new phone. I got my dad's phone fixed. I have a broken phone. I have a paperweight at this point. So my wife is in charge of the Verizon plan. So I collect my wife. We go to the Verizon store, and he goes, nah, I can't fix this. They can't fix anything anymore. He recommends I go to Alfredo. I'm like, that's where I came from. Oddly enough, when I was in Alfredo's store, there's a woman with a T-Mobile shirt who works there getting her shit fixed. Yeah, we send everybody to Alfredo. This is how good he is and how bad everybody else is.
Wow.
Yeah, just go Alfredo. He threw me out, sent me back here.
So I'm gonna get I'm going to get a new phone. I don't have a choice. I have the newest phone in the family, but now I need a new phone because it died. And my other Motorola died after a couple years. I just liked the phone. So I bought a Samsung S24. And we are S24 Plus, excuse me. And we are grandfathered into this plan where there's like 10 of us on there with unlimited data and everything. So they're not throwing phones at us anymore. We don't get new phones. 'Cause if you want a new phone, you got to come off the plan. So we're not doing that. So we're paying for the phone. Here's the problem. So now, and the guy's like, yeah, I mean, you might be able to get some of this stuff back. Sometimes the Verizon Cloud backs up, but we haven't paid for that service. But then there's photos there. And it turns out Google backed up some of the photos. Didn't have all the photos, like it didn't have the stuff saved to Verizon Media, but it had a lot of the photos. It had a lot of the photos. Then we go home, and my wife's trying to figure out this phone for me, and we're installing the apps, and the messaging app that I had a lot of the contacts and a lot of the text messages. So I don't have like full text messages, but I have like the last couple of messages from most people and everything. So I got lucky. I got lucky because of the apps I had and because of Google. So now I got to learn a new phone, and I hate learning a new phone. I never mastered the old phone. And now one of the hardest things about a new phone is you have to train your auto spell. You have to train your auto spell because it doesn't talk the way I talk. So now it's like I can't. Did you hear what that contractor Sheila did to Bob? I heard she tried to bite off his deck.
What now?
that witch is ducking crazy. I didn't even know Bob and Sheila were dating. This whole time I thought Bob was a fig. It just goes to show that Bob's like most guys, and cats are going to be the death of him. That's what I'm working with now, as opposed to what I would be texting.
Phone. It's never duck, okay? It's never duck.
It's never ducking crazy. Never.
Never ducking crazy. Unless you have a bunch of ducks and they get out of their pants.
When I heard this story, I almost shot my bed. I mean, so I have to train my phone, but I think I got a bit out of it. I think that might be a bit, but I have to.
You know what? I'm glad you said that. You go back to the show, the replay of the show, and just write down and try to write down some stuff and then go out.
Yeah. So, and then on Saturday, my contractor, he ran over his phone. He ran over his phone. So I sent his screen was smashed. It was unresponsive. He's like, he's like, do you know anybody? I go, I do know a guy. I go, but he's not open until Monday. He's like, I'm going to go to the mall. I go, you can go to the mall. They're not going to be able to fix it. The only shot you have is my guy. And so he went to my guy on Monday. He's like, oh, he's the best. It cost him a lot of money. He's like, oh, but he's the best. Now, I haven't seen my contractor since, so I think he fixed it. But yeah, my Alfredo was explaining, it's a good thing that it's flat, because if it was bent at all, I couldn't fix it. But because it's completely flat, he could salvage this phone. I'm telling you, the guy's good. This guy had the app. He's no longer doing the app. But this guy created the television app that I wanted you two to do. And Joe's talking about bills and everything. Joe would be thanking me if he would have done this. But you guys don't listen to me. I'm the point man on this shit. I have people. That's what I'm one of those guys who I have people to do things.
No, I got the fire. I'm gonna probably just set up the Fire Stick in another couple of weeks.
Yeah, Joe. Why don't you get on that? And you've only had it for 5 fucking years.
That would have been 5 years. I think 3 years.
No. It's been more than that. And remember, the Fire Stick I gave you guys had something on there where I set it up for you guys. That is several years old. I mean, I'm sure it still works, but there's probably going to be updates and everything. You should probably, no, you have to set it up at home and attach it to your network. But this is an app that he created. If your Fire Stick doesn't work, I could probably fix it and update it, but it should work. But yeah, when I tell you guys shit, you should listen. You guys are ducking nuts?
You know that. Well, Davin, you have people, I have people, but they're all in my head.
Yes. No, I have people that can do stuff, not harm me. That's the thing.
Oh, it doesn't harm me.
No, for instance, my daughter will be going away to college. Her friends will be going away to college. They are going to be taking a self-defense course with Sensei Russ. I have people. I have a contractor who is amazing. I got a phone guy who everybody who knows anything and wants shit fixed goes to. I have people. The question is, what purpose does Pip serve? I don't know yet, but I know if I hang with her long enough, I will figure it out.
It will become clear.
When you had to get those, I think those water connectors, and the water connectors.
A person. I had a plumbing person. I had Joe.
And the funny thing is, if you called Brasscraft, you would have gotten me anyway.
Well, Joe, here's the funny thing. If it wasn't for you, I would never think to call Brasscraft. So
I'm gonna call Brasscraft and put on a fake voice and just fuck with you.
But so yeah, I had to get a new phone, which sucks. But I'm hoping this one will last. We'll see. But
I was just, while you were telling the story, I was just searching for this thingy that I have that is a flash drive, and it's got all different kinds of little uh doohickeys on it, and it looks like you can use them on multiple. It's got four different ends to it. It's got multiple things that you can stick in the end.
Because you said it's a doohickey with four multiple ends, just put it down here.
I'm trying to get it to show. Wait.
what is the purpose of this?
Well, you know what? I'm not really even sure why I picked it up, but it's a flash drive so that you can get things out of dead
Phone?
things. Phones?
Yeah, but how do you do it if the phone won't boot up?
I don't know exactly, but I figured that maybe I'll bring it up next time
Okay.
and maybe the
Well,
wife can figure it out.
well, it's very well. I mean, listen. Next Tuesday we're gonna do this live from here, the three of us together. Joe, bring your computer, or we could do it without Zoom. I really don't need the Zoom. We'll figure that out. I mean, maybe we won't. I don't know. We'll see. If you guys want to, if you guys want to do Zoom, then Joe, bring your computer. Actually, maybe he can use my computer. He can use my computer for part of it. All right, we'll figure that out. We'll figure that out. So, I think we shall take our first break, our only break. On the break, we have new music from Erica Steenkamp with Julieta. I really dig this song. It's kind of a little haunting, her voice. It kind of reminds me a little bit of that song Luca and a little bit of Sophie B. Hawkins. So I don't know. And this is her song Julieta, and you can learn more about her at deucemusic.com. And we have new music from Georgina White, which we've played her before with Love, and you can learn more about her at creativeanddreamsmusicnetwork.com. And when we come back, we'll do some scammers with Zila.
Excellent.
Yeah. All right, we got 7 minutes here.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
She lights a cigarette, her name is Julieta. She's sleeping on my sofa, and I don't really know her. I saw her down the cafe, not looking very happy. Wanna drag my soul back down to earth. Well, baby, I am telling you, this is what I'm meant to do. I finally understand just what I'm worth. Call me love when you treat me like that. Call me love. I know I am just as bad. Do we push down this road? Just waiting for one of us to explode. I think it's not too much for me to take. So you go your way, I go mine. We've reached the end of this black line. There's only so much that one heart can break.
It's Wrecking Ball Radio. This is Davin's Den.
And we are back. You're listening to, well, you know what the hell you're listening to. You know who you're with. You're with Joe and Pip and me and a working phone, hopefully. Let's do some scamming scammers. Now, of course, we are talking to Zila, who started out as Marie Milton, who is a porn star with a Hitachi the size of a midget, who directed porn. But it turns out she really wasn't who she said she was. Shock to everyone. She turns out to be a Nigerian woman who, it appears, used to be in the adult jobs, I guess. I don't know what the hell they're called. What are they called, Pip?
They call it the adult, well, the porn industry, sex work.
All right, something like that. So she did some of that. She's got a daughter. She's in Nigeria. We're getting to know her. The consensus, well, definitely with Joe is Joe feels that she's just trying to re-butter me up, to lure me in, which is I don't know why Joe's so distrusting. I don't know who touched Joe in a naughty place, but that's how Joe always comes down with these women. It's always very disappointing. So Zila had tried to video chat with me. I didn't pick it up because it was the middle of the night and I didn't have everything ready. She does want capital for her business. So maybe that's why Joe's a little suspicious. I don't know. You know, why can't friends help friends? But Joe always thinks there's something more involved. I don't know. That's just the way Joe is. And
He's not.
but Joe doesn't realize, or he does realize, but it doesn't change his mind, that she says I'm her dearest friend on Instagram, and still,
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
like Nat carries no weight with Joe. It's very disheartening to see someone so jaded to these
oh,
lovely women.
you're
So
her
that's
favorite.
yes. So I am her favorite. So oh my god, the phone is blowing up here. All right, let's go to October 26th of 2022, my mother's birthday 2 years ago. And what better way to celebrate your mother than to talk to a woman who I'm her dearest Instagram friend? Nothing, no way better way to honor thy mother. So I say hi, I start the conversation. Are you near Yenagoa? She goes, Belize Bay Elsa, you mean? I go, that is where you are. Yenagoa was on the news and it looked like they had severe flooding. Now, these are places in Nigeria. So, I turn on the news and they're having these problems and I don't, listen, no matter what with these people, I don't wish them harm. Like, I
Right.
don't want, now they might wish, very often it ends up where they wish me harm. Great great bodily
Listen,
harm.
but so do your hosts. So it's
Yes.
universal.
And who knows if you guys are real? We don't know.
Not sure.
Fun of attack.
You guys could be
Look,
playing. You guys could be playing the long game. I'm not sure.
listen. I am a hologram.
Yes.
Oh
Uh,
wait.
she goes, "Yes, my dear. It was very bad here, but we have crude oil." I go, "You live where it is flooding? What does the crude oil have to do with the flooding?" She goes, "That's what's causing the flood." Oh, okay. I maybe because of the drainage or something. Who knows?
Oh. Oh. Huh.
Crude oil? That's not good.
I go,
Yeah.
oh no, how? I go, I know the region has a lot of rain. Is the crude drilling preventing the absorption of the water? She goes, yes, my dear. So much for drill, baby, drill. And everything's going to flood, baby, flood. You can't just drill, baby, drill. Unless you're going to put sponges. You can drill, but you have to replace it with sponges. That's what the process has to be.
Well, and if you replace it with sponge cake, you would also take care of the famine.
You would. And you would get Pip Helix to show up. So really, there's a lot of positives.
Somebody say sponge cake?
Yeah. I go, and this is the region of Nigeria you're in? She goes, nope, I'm from Plateau State. I go, okay, good, you are safe. I feel badly for the other people, but I'm relieved you and your family are safe. And it's weird. I think when we hear about these other countries like Nigeria, we don't really think, like, we maybe know the capital Lagos, I'm not really sure how it's pronounced, I should know. But we don't think that there's all these other states, like the United States of America. Probably when people don't know America, they probably think New York and Hollywood. They don't realize that there's, Casper, Wyoming, for instance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They might think Texas because cowboys, and that's
And
about it.
it is. It is
It
capital.
is.
It is, yes. Um, help your family safe. She goes, I hope so, baby. I go, good. Do you think it's weird that I get slightly jealous that you were flirting with men as Maria?
Huh? That was a jump straight from the weather into the news.
Well, she's okay. No reason. She's okay. Might as well put her back on the grill.
Yeah, there you go. Now that you ascertained that she's okay, we're gonna see if she can really stand the heat.
Yes. She goes, I'm not, honey. Just trying to make ends meet. I think she make ends meet. I think that's what she was going for. Would you take care of I and the baby if I delete that profile? That is a great play. That is a fantastic play.
Yep. Yep.
I don't know if a couple days of coming clean is the right time to play that, but you got to shoot your shot, right?
I
Yeah.
think. Well, and you know what though? I mean, I'm not saying that I'm saying that I'm okay with her being a scammer, but she's saying, and this is like what happens to women all the time who do something that the husband doesn't like. Now, say that somebody, is an exotic dancer and making a lot of money at it, and the husband or the boyfriend says, I don't like you dancing. I don't want you on the pole. Well, are you paying my bills then?
Yeah.
It's a legitimate question.
Well, see, and I'm this is why I'm like so different than most guys, because I'm like, I want you on the pole to pay my bills. How can we do that? Like, really, you need to put down the sponge cake, because your abs are starting to get a little soft. You're never gonna pay my electric bill with those abs.
Hold on a second. People pay good money for this show.
Nobody's. You're not my girl, and we're not talking about you on the pole. We're
Oh,
talking about what I want.
okay. I think I just gave away more than I meant to. Okay, go ahead.
I understand. I understand why you're doing it. I'm not giving you grief. I understand my statement is irrational. I understand I'm not giving you dough. That's what I understand.
Not a dime.
She goes, okay, honey. So would you take care of I and the baby? Probably adopting? Oh, wow. Wow.
Oh,
We are moved. It's not that long ago she sending me pictures of a white, model with like a 4-foot Hitachi on her tum-tum. I mean, we're not that far removed from that. So like, wow, okay, so we should get together and adopt my baby. Wow.
Yeah, that's they hardly know you.
yeah.
Well, that's probably why they want me to adopt their child. If they knew me, I'm sure they would not ask such a thing.
Yeah, because you're essentially a stranger.
That's insane. I mean, this is light speed.
I think something like that would involve us meeting and spending real time together, don't you?
Yeah.
I go, that's not an Instagram chat thing. You were saying get married? She goes, yes, my dear. I buy your idea. You're the one coming over. I go, you don't even really know me. How could you love the idea? And she copies the you're saying get married. She goes, if we get to that stage. She goes, with time, you would know better. I go, we're a long way from that, dear. We just met, and our beginning was less than ideal. She goes, yes. I go, well, we'll talk in a few. I have a meeting. She goes, I wish you luck. I go, thank you. It was a student, a lady I help with comedy. What have you been doing today? And she goes, okay, honey. I go, what have you been doing today? She goes, nothing, honey. Can I get a little from you, honey? I need to get my baby little items. $100 would be enough, honey. Holy shit! Holy
Wow.
shit! $100 is a lot of naira, which is the Nigerian money. I mean, are we buying her a wing of the house? What are we doing here? This is not some formula. Wow.
Yeah. I love the way they just bring you right into that.
Yeah, right in there.
I go, well, what do you think I say to that?
Kind of no. I don't know how you said no.
Let me find you a job.
Joe thinks I'm opening up the old Rolodex for her.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
I go, let's see where things go. She goes, please, my dear, it's very important for the sake of my baby. She's using the kid against me. What a brilliant tactic. We are dealing with somebody working on another level right now.
She's hanging that kid right over the balcony and swinging him in your face. She's
Putting
gonna
a guilt trip on you.
Yeah.
Yes, Joe. Yes, you realize that. You're so perceptive.
Nothing gets by me.
Except for where you put the charger.
Oh, nice callback. Nice callback.
Thank you.
Well done. She goes, for the sake of my baby. I go, have other white men thought they were with Zila? Let's find out what the hell's going on here. We're gonna return volley. I see you're dangling, baby. I'm willing to let it drop.
I see your dangling baby is hilarious.
This Mugu has no feelings. She goes, oh. She goes, please, start joking, baby. I think she means stop joking, baby. I go, just answer truthfully, Zila. She goes, I mean every word's here. I go, would you swear on the baby? She goes, what's your question? Then she sends me a picture of her. The real her, I presume. I go, please explain Frank.
I love that, the real her, I presume.
You never know.
I go, please explain Frank. So apparently, I don't remember. Apparently, there was somebody, Frank, who was giving her time on her real page.
Oh, look at this one. Boy, she's busy.
You would think. So we go to October 27th. I go, hi, Zila. She goes, hi. I go, how are you, pretty lady? She goes, good today. I go, you were up late, work or pleasure? Girl's got to make money. She doesn't respond. We go to October 28th. I go, are we still good? She goes, hey baby, hope you feel good. I go, I'm okay. Seems like you've been very busy. Busy with work or fun? I don't get an answer.
Wow. She does not want to give you any ammo.
No. So we go to October 30th. I go, I am thinking you're done with our friendship romance. She goes, what? She goes, what do you mean? I've been in the hospital with the daughter, with daughter. I go, I'm sorry. What's wrong with her? I feel now. Do we think the kid's in the hospital, or is she dangling the baby a little higher?
I think that she has
Dangling the baby higher.
I think she has bad eyes and she needs to go see the doctor. Oh wait, that's for grandmothers. Hmm. What do babies get? We'll find out.
Well, if she has her way, $100.
Yeah.
I go, I'm sorry. What's wrong with her? She goes, she has fever and it's very bad. I have not been able to pay for her medication, but it was spelled. Geez, it's like reading a curry blog. It was spelled Maddoxtune. She was not able to pay for her Maddoxtune.
Huh? Oh my.
Joe knows what she means.
Yeah.
She continues, if I ask you to spare me $50 to my PayPal, you would complain. That's needed urgently. All right, so I'm getting her down. I'm getting her. So $100 was from baby supplies. $50 is for the hospital. All right.
It's for medicine.
Yeah. But here's the thing. If you think this is real, and we don't know, but if you think this is real, you go, oh shit, I don't want the kid to be sick, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I goes, I don't know what to think with you. She goes, your choice, honey. Should I send you PayPal?
Ah. That's good
Wow.
of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
go, there could be a time for that, but honestly, I don't know what to make of you. She goes, please, my dear, understand. I go, in a short time, we don't have a good history. Our brief history points to you trying to fool me at every turn. I'm trying to give you a chance, but you make it very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, okay. So I go, so I don't know if you want to work through this or if you want to part ways or just keep it as friends. And then she takes that comment and she laughs. I go, why is that funny? She goes, you are. I go, am I a joke to you? And then October 31st, she goes, hi. I go, hi. She says, happy Halloween. Go, happy Halloween. Are you doing anything special for it? It's kind of weird to my kid's critically ill to happy Halloween.
Yeah, yeah.
Really.
Then I go, November 2nd, I go, happy belated birthday. Hope it was a great day. November 7th, she goes, thank you for remembering. I go, of course, where have you been? She goes, all by myself. I go, your Maria profile's been online.
Oh, wow. You haven't been all alone. Cheater.
Oh. Well, just me, myself, and Maria.
Listen, you know what? If they're online and you're supposedly in a relationship with them, I think that stalking all bets are off. You're allowed to see if they're online or not.
Sure. She goes, yes, I stopped using it. I hope you feel good. I go, who's using it, dear? I've had some health issues, but nothing to concern yourself with. How are you? She goes, I feel good, just busy with the day activities. I go, I'm glad. Will you have time to chat in the near future? And then later on the 8th, she goes, amen. How about you, my dear? I hope you've been okay. I go, just missing my pretty friend in Nigeria.
Mhm.
So, and we'll do November 9th.
You got a daughter?
No, strangely enough, no.
Yeah,
I, we can assume one of two things. Either the kid's dead or they didn't need the $50 from me. One of two things.
I think that unfortunately probably got the money from somebody else, but
So
it
you think
was
the kid was sick?
no,
Oh,
no, no. I don't even know if there really is a kid, but I'm just saying that so like that squash that for the moment, I need money now, I need money now, but 'cause she's getting it from someplace else. But the thing is that if any of this was real, any human being would say, "Oh my God, how's your kid? I haven't heard," or anything. But you don't want to bring it up because then here comes the money ask again,
absolutely right.
but
Absolutely right.
but normally any mom would say, "Oh, and I just want to tell you, thank goodness my child is better," or whatever.
Well, maybe she realized this kid isn't really that strong of a plot device.
I think I think that she figured that out.
You're not earning your keep. You gotta look more pathetic and be more sick.
Yeah. I'd like you to meet my child. Plot device.
I mean, it has not elicited the reaction she was hoping for. Um,
No.
so I go, just missing my pretty friend in Nigeria. She goes, oh, okay, thank. I go, do you still wish to get to know each other better? She goes, yes, I do. I go, as do I. I think we need to find time to talk more. We don't know much about each other right now because that's my job to tie up their time.
Yeah.
Right.
She goes, okay. I go, good. I think we may need to do better than short answers, LOL. I go, I really love to get to know what you were really like. What you were like as a little girl. What your family is like. What you love. What you hate. There's something about you that I find myself drawn to. She goes, and I quote, I don't have strength. I'm famines. I go, you hungry? She's hungry. She's famished.
She's one of the plagues of the world. She's famine.
Next she'll be locusts.
I'm afraid.
I think we've already done with the death of the firstborn. But anyway,
Oh my gosh. Oh.
I go, you were hungry? And November 10th, she goes, yes, my dear, and the baby is sick. I go, I'm sorry.
We're back to the baby sick though. Okay.
Yes. So, yeah, so the baby's still here. November 11th, she goes, okay, thank you. She tries to call me at 3:26 p.m. I don't take the call. I go, sorry I missed your call. Been away from Instagram and meetings. I'll call you later if I can get free. And then I go, what's up? Good, honey. How are you? And then I try to call her, and she didn't pick up. She goes, I wanted help. I go, I called you today. She go, I was out lately. Can I get $150 from you?
150 bucks.
Wow.
What happened to 100 bucks?
She's tripling down.
Well, she went to 100. That didn't work. She went to 50. That didn't work. It's like, well, fuck it. Might as well add the two up together.
135.
I think Pip said my response. Wow is what I said.
It's just amazing.
And then she goes, yes, my dear. And that was on the 13th. On the 17th, we haven't spoken. I go, how goes it? So, all right. I think we'll end it on November 17th.
Wow. It never ceases to amaze me the uh the entitlement, the absolute chutzpah on these people to just I might as well go for broke. You want to pay 50? Do I hear 100? 150 sold to the
Well,
sucker
but wait a
in the
minute.
orange shirt.
But this is the opposite of Mary. Mary was basically asking for $5 at the end.
I know, she was just like scarfing around looking for like a tin can lid.
Something.
Yeah.
But, you put up this photographic story with your daughter. You dangle that, and so it ain't working. All right, and you. It's like, what are you doing? Pick a plan and stick to it.
Well, her plan was to have the sick kid, and so I feel compelled to give her money for the sick baby. Let's be honest. It's more compelling than Mary's. Hey, I need $10 for pads. I'm bleeding out over here.
Which was hilarious, though.
It was. We have a gusher.
Not really. Yeah, Aunt Flo's in town, and she's never leaving.
Her contractor is leaking. That's what my phone would say.
That's my phone would say.
Yes. Our contractor.
All right. So, yeah, she's got chutzpah. We're not really talking every day anymore. It seems like she's losing interest, but she's still hanging in there with me.
She's just like,
Yeah, well, maybe she can hit a gusher. No pun intended.
well, it's like you say, you know, do you want to keep in touch? You want to keep getting to know each other? She's like, yeah, very sincere. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean, this is the new ploy. All right, the scam. He doesn't believe I'm this hot model with all these naked pictures on social media looking for a long distance relationship. So, all right, I'll reveal who I am and still ask for money.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh gosh.
Hey, it's different. We've seen it a little bit, but it's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one is with the dangling the kid.
Dangling the kid. What are you, Michael Jackson? All right.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'd like to thank Sensei Russ for his continued support of this very show that you are enjoying or grudge listening, watching, whatever the case may be.
Yes, Russ.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Portobello is Bergen County, New Jersey's most exclusive fine dining Italian restaurant, and the Tuscan Villa setting will make it feel like you've been transported to the old country. Every dish, now that's paired with attention and care to its utmost.
Every dish is prepared. But see, don't have to, Joe. Just read the script. Every dish is prepared with care and attention to detail, and the Portobello chefs are happy to cater to any dietary need. Let's treat every visit as not just a meal, but an experience. Portobello is open for lunch and dinner Monday through Saturday, and on Sunday, Portobello features a social brunch in addition to the dinner menu, which is available all day. Friday, Saturday night, at Portobello features live entertainment starting at 9 p.m. Portobello Banquets, that is your destination for that special event. Sweet 16, wedding, office party, anything that has to impress. Why? Because their professional staff will ensure that that event will not be just an occasion, but it will be a memory. Portobello Banquets also host a popular common nights throughout the year, which produce bite-sized food production. Owner Davin and Davin said, I believe we're going to have something coming up in the fall, so stay tuned for that. But in the meanwhile, experience all that Portobello has to offer. 175 Ramapo Valley Road, Oakland, New Jersey. Learn more. Give them a call. 201-337-8990. That is 201-337-8990. Or visit their website, portobellonj.com. You deserve the best. You deserve a great night out. You deserve Portobello.
Side Splitting Productions, all your comedy needs. Give us a call, 551-404-3094. SidesplittingProductions.com. Joe, I think you got a gig this week.
Yeah, I do. It's going to be this Thursday, June 27th, at the Ellen Theater in Denellen, New Jersey. Checking it out. I'm going to be with the
So check that on out and go to the Dunn Allen Theater website, and we will have the information on that show. Show starts at 8 o'clock.
All right, the next installment of this show, if you're on Talk Media Network, you'll hear it. I'm thinking Saturday night, 6 p.m. Sometimes stations get it at different times. I don't know. But either way, the podcast drops on Sunday morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Time. And it's a good show we did. We discussed New York's new law that will curb cell phone social media use by children. Comedian Michael Rappaport's comedy shows got canceled when pro-Palestinian activists make threats to a comedy club. We discussed this. We brought this one back. Have not done it in several years. A great debate of absurdity, brought to you by former President Trump, as he debated with himself on stage at one of his rallies whether it's better to be electrocuted or eaten by a shark. Since Donald Trump was busy with debate prep, we had Joe and Pip debate that. Pip was shark, Joe was electrocution. So you guys can listen to that. And we have Scamming Scammers with Elena Leroy. So that's going to be 7 a.m. Eastern on Sunday. So that'll make your weekend just a little bit more gooder. All right. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. If you like us, tell a friend. If you hate us,
Tell no one.
either way, please keep on listening and watching.